Hey guys, it's Chey. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and if you're not, hey boo. So for today's video, we are going over my 2025 accomplishments. You know how they do those cakes and they say all the things that they're proud of or goals they accomplished. That's kind of what this video is for me. Just looking back on the year 2025 and really honing in on those beautiful small moments that just really made me happy and things that I should be proud of. I'm not one to really express and boast about things, but I feel like 2025 was just a heavy year for everyone. So it's very important to highlight those positive moments. There were lots of moments for me that I didn't realize until I was making this list. If you guys want to do this beat with me, then if you like it here, if you like my vibe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without any further ado, we're gonna get into my 2025 accomplishments. So for today, I kind of want to go over my 2025 accomplishments. I'm gonna try to talk and do my makeup. We'll see how this goes. I'm really not good at multitasking. I'm gonna first start off by prepping the face. I have this THAYERS facial mist, and this is unscented, and I'm going to use this to just refresh the skin. Ugh, that feels so good. My lips are definitely dry and crusty. I'm taking this EOS lip balm that I actually got as one of my birthday gifts, and this is in the birthday cake scent. It smells really good, and my lips are nice and hydrated. I love that it's cute and pink as well. I'm gonna take this P.LOUISE eye cream. This is the Start Your Rain Hyaluronic Acid Eye Gel. I only use this whenever I'm doing like makeup, just to further prep underneath my eyes, because my eyes are pretty dry. Well, they're not really dry, but I just like for my under eyes to be as hydrated as possible, especially because I use a lot of powder. Already I feel like I'm looking way better. I got this cute Stanley for my birthday. It's so adorable. It's just got like the Louis Vuitton symbol, so I've been using this to really stay hydrated. For primer, I'm going to take the DANESSA MYRICKS Blurring Balm in Universal Radiant. So this one is the one that has a golden glow to it, so I'm going to focus this mostly in the T-zone. I have a hair appointment on Monday. Today's Friday, so there's just a bunch of gel in this hair right now, and I don't really know how to style it with it being so dirty. Now that the face is pretty much primed and prepped, we're gonna get into the eyebrows, and we're gonna get into these 2025 accomplishments. For brows, I'm taking this P.LOUISE 3-in-1 brow pencil. So it comes with a pencil, a spoolie, and a brow gel, so I'm gonna use that. This is in, I think, the shade Mochacinno. I feel like 2025 was really a heck of a year. For me, it was pretty intense. There was a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and today we're really just gonna be focusing on the highs, okay? First off, starting the year off strong, I did get a new puppy at the beginning of 2025. I got my puppy Nico on January 15th. So he was born in December. So he just celebrated his first birthday, and we are coming up on our first year together as a family. And that was really a hard decision for me. I didn't know if I was ready for a puppy after my Pomeranian passed away about 2 years ago. Well, going on 3 now. I just didn't know if I wanted to do that, but of course puppies are so cute. Honestly, I'm so glad that I did get him, because I saw him on like a Facebook post, and there was only 2 puppies left, and unfortunately his sister ended up passing away. He was very small, and I'm not sure if the owners knew like how to care for like small puppies like that. So essentially the puppy passed away from like dehydration and things like that. So it was just meant to be that I was supposed to have Nico and being able to watch him grow is like really amazing, because honestly when I got him he was literally the size of my hand. Like he could fit in the palm of my hand, that's how small he was. And after having him for about 2 weeks he did gain a little bit of weight. I just knew a puppy being that small, there's no way he could eat like puppy food on his own, so I ended up making like a puppy oatmeal. And over the course of 2 weeks he did gain weight, so when he went in for his first puppy appointment he was only 1.5 pounds. Okay, he was itty bitty. So this year was pretty much like getting used to having a puppy, and he was really like a baby, having to wake up every 2 hours, and that was a lot because my dogs I have 3 other dogs, so going from 3 dogs to having a puppy that needs to go out, that you have to train, it was kind of intense, but it was also really good at the same time because he really just let me get out of the house and I was able to be a lot more active. And of course, you know, Leilani swore she was gonna help me with the puppy because the puppy was really supposed to be for her, and I fell for believing a 7-year-old that she was gonna take care of this puppy. Okay, the puppy became my puppy, which I'm not mad at. So, but it was just a lot of work, so I ended up going with him. And because the sister was just black and I didn't really want an all black dog, so everything just worked out the way it was supposed to. Having 4 dogs is definitely not for the weak at all. Like, it's a lot of responsibility, and I don't think that I was actually ready for all of that. And just seeing their dynamic together, because at first they went from like super overprotective and overbearing to now he's just this annoying little kid that gets on all of their nerves. But they're all really good with him and they play together really well, and he just fits right in. He gets along. He actually plays with the bigger dogs the most. He's definitely the more sociable out of all of the dogs. He loves to go to the vet. He loves to play. He loves to be around new people. He's definitely a special little boy. He is definitely a stage 5 clinger. Everywhere I go, he's trailing behind me. And the dogs kind of all do that, but he does that the most, where he has to literally live in my skin. Even if we're just chilling in bed, he has to like sit right here in my neck. And sometimes it's like sensory overload having 4 dogs plus a child that's also very clingy, so sometimes it can get overwhelming. For eyeshadow today, I'm actually going to be playing with this ColourPop How the Grinch Stole Christmas palette. I know Christmas is over. I have a lot of Christmas stuff or like Black Friday stuff that I really wanted to play with. Hopefully you guys can still get some of these products. And this is what the palette looks like. It looks super cute. This is more of a pinky color story with like pops of green. I think there's only like 3 green pops. I'm gonna prime the eyes using the P.LOUISE base in RUMOUR number 4. So the beginning of 2025 included lots of pet appointments, like vet appointments and things like that. Just getting acclimated to being a dog owner of 4. I'm going into the darkest shade called Stink, Stank, Stunk. And I'm just going to place this right here on the outer corner. After having Nico, like I was really nervous to travel because I did have plans to go places. So I actually went to the Dreamville Fest, and it was supposed to be like the last one that J. Cole was hosting, so that was pretty fun. And to be kid free and do something with just me and my husband. And to blend out this, I'm taking Ribbons and Bows, which is just a pinky color, and I'm just gonna go on top and kind of blend that out. I don't like to fly. I get like really bad flying anxiety, and just being away from my daughter really just is a lot. And around that time Leilani was getting diagnosed with ADHD, so it was just a lot for me emotionally. I'm glad that I went to the Dreamville Fest because I had a pretty good time. It was just nice being able to get out the house. In 2025, I took my health seriously. I feel like I just wasn't feeling like myself, and I was always super tired, super fatigued, and that's just not like me. Even like having Nico, just being super exhausted. And I did some tests and I got a couple referrals, and turns out I had a thyroid issue. I have PCOS, and I was almost borderline pre-diabetic. So that was really scary because I did have 2 older siblings that got diagnosed with diabetes. One is like over like 10 years older than me, and the other one is only like a 4-year difference. So I definitely didn't want to get diabetes. So I was like, yeah, let me get this checked out. And with that, I was able to lose 30 pounds, and I'm really proud of myself. I did put in the work. I also was able to get on Ozempic, so that helped with my weight loss journey, because honestly, it's very frustrating to do all the things that you're supposed to do and not see results. Like, I would practically have to starve myself and work out like crazy to even lose like 10 pounds, and that's just not sustainable at all. Being able to lose the weight and still doing the things that I normally would do and actually seeing the weight fall off was just so crazy to me, because it's really like my body has been just working against me this whole time, and it really took me seeing like a professional for me to get my health in check, because I probably would have never guessed that I would have ever had like a thyroid issue or anything like that. So I'm just very proud that I went to the doctor. It's important to just listen to your body and go to the doctor, because you just never know what's wrong. I'm glad that I went early where I can prevent like diabetes and things like that, and just really get my weight under control. And my hormones, it's pretty much like all my hormones are out of whack. So having just alignment is just, I feel good. You know, I didn't realize how swollen in the face I was, and like now, you know, I'm drinking more water, I'm going outside, I have the puppies, walking them and things like that, going to the gym and just being more active. It really is just paying off. So now I'm gonna go into this burgundy shade and kind of just marry those colors together, just so that there's more of a blend. For my actual lid color, I'm gonna go into Cindy Lou Who, and I'm just gonna pop that on the inner corner all over. It's definitely a more toppery shade. I'm gonna take my finger and tap it on. Oh yeah, that's much better. I'm just gonna go ahead and do liner and lashes, and I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and then we're gonna come back and get into the base. So this is what the eyes are looking like. Am I obsessed? No, but we're just gonna trust the process and hope that the face comes all together where I actually like the look. I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting and underpainting. So for cream bronzer, I have a new bronzer that I want to try out. That is this one from HMB Cosmetics, and I'm gonna use the concealer and foundation as far as liquid. I am going to be using this blush from Juvia's Place. That's pretty much a rundown of the cream products I'm going to be using. I feel like 2025, I was really just trying to step out of my comfort zone. So I did try to attempt to make friends in my area, but y'all, it was a flop, okay? I guess just what I'm looking for is just more like intimacy, like real depth level. People are very cliquish and they try to take advantage of you, and it just didn't work out for me. So I was able to actually strengthen the bonds that I already had, which is amazing. I did kind of go and meet a lot of animals this year. So I did take my daughter to feed some baby goats and to, you know, I did take my daughter to go feed some baby goats and to like sit with some cows. I feel like in a past life, she was definitely a farm girl. She just loves animals. So I love that I'm able to take that and like give her these different experiences. In 2025, I also went to Vegas for the first time, and that was pretty interesting. It was just very different, and I didn't realize just like how much smoking they do at the casinos and stuff. I did win $80 at the casino. I realized like I am really scared to gamble because I don't like to lose any money. So I didn't do anything too crazy, but I feel like I need another redeeming trip for Vegas. It was actually beautiful at the hotel I stayed at. I stayed at the Venetian. Really gorgeous, super close to everything. I did go to the Madame Tussauds wax museum, so that was pretty cool. And then just getting started for Leilani's birthday, we actually threw her a birthday party, and I invited my biological father. So I am adopted, and I did know who my birth mother was. I did do an ancestry.com, and it came back that me and my baby sister are essentially like half siblings. And so when my birth mother was alive, we did confront her about that, and she denied it, you know, saying that we had the same father, but clearly not. And so he ended up matching with me on Ancestry. So that was really just a lot to deal with at the end of 2024. And so we were figuring out a relationship, and that was just a whole different can of worms that I personally didn't really ask for or want. But I was still trying to just be open-minded. He literally called me since he found out about me, and we were starting to get, you know, pretty comfortable, and, you know, it was important for him to want to come and meet me, and what better way than to just do it at something like more casual where it's not super crazy. So I actually invited him to Leilani's 8th birthday. So that was just really nice for her to meet him. And I do have an older brother, so I did get to meet my brother as well. And it was just really nice having my bio dad, his wife, and my brother around, and to experience, you know, Leilani's birthday, and to go to like my favorite spots that I like to go to. And we went bowling, and it was just really nice. That was a really nice thing. Was it something that I ever envisioned or thought I would ever do? Absolutely not. But I'm glad that I was afforded or had the opportunity to, you know, meet him and connect. It went really well. And then from there, he did come back and visit for my husband's birthday and for my birthday. And I feel like I just had a lot of company this year because my best friend Santos, he actually booked a trip, and he came in, I want to say he came in July as well. And it was nice catching up with him. And then I got to see my older brother. He came into town, when was it? I think it was like October or so. A lot of people visiting, flying in, and just me trying to be a good hostess and hanging out with everybody and all of that. So it was really nice. What's crazy about like my family dynamic is like my brother that came to visit, he's actually my dad's son. Well, which dad? My adoptive dad's son. And he is actually a couple months older than my biological father, like only by like 2 months. They're literally the same age, which is crazy. But just the dynamics of each relationship is very different, because you have one that's more like a father figure, and then you have my brother, who has always just been like an older brother. But because of the age difference, like growing up, like it was just understood that this is your brother. And you know, we really didn't have a relationship until recently, just because of just like the age difference. And now that I'm an adult, I have my own kid, I have a family. But yeah, my family dynamics are crazy. For 2025, I actually went horseback riding for the first time. So that was something that has always been on my bucket list, but I just never made it like a point to do, because I'm just really scary. And I'm just so lucky that I have my amazing friend who I've known for literally like since I've been married. So sorry y'all, I have really bad allergies. It's Texas winter, so the cedar here is like at an all-time high, so my allergies are going crazy. But my bestie that literally lives like 40 minutes away, she went with me and my sister horseback riding, and we had such a great time. I did not know that my friend was literally like afraid of horseback riding, but she sucked it up and did it for me. Like, that is a true friend, okay? A true friend to just do what I wanted to do and not really complain or just make an excuse on why she can't go. She just showed up and, you know, tried to enjoy it to the best of her ability. Her horse was not playing around, okay? So my sister's horse was in the front, and I forgot what her horse's name was, but that horse was crazy, okay? He did not want to walk the trail or anything. And then my friend's horse, his name was Gringo, and he was all white, and he really liked his personal space. And my horse, his name was Comanche, and he was definitely a fast one, okay? He was like, I'm ready to get this ride over with, and he already knew what to do. I actually found out that my horse was just like a military horse, so he's used to achieving his mission and getting things done. So that's probably why he was just ready to, you know, just go. But we had the slow poke in the front, the one in the middle that needed space, and then mine was just like Speedy Gonzalez. So there was actually a situation where my horse got a little too close to my friend's horse, and he almost kicked the horse and kicked my horse, and that scared the crap out of my friend, okay? So she was pretty much ready to be over and done with that trail ride, but she pushed through and we finished it, and we went to eat afterwards, and it was just really nice. It was just a really nice a really nice just girl time, because I feel like that was much needed, especially because I feel like 2025 was just a hard year, like financially. So being able to just enjoy those little luxuries of just having girl time and spending time with people that you care about, you know, that was just really important to me. Along with just doing things outside of the box, I did get a piercing, and I'm definitely a piercing over tattoo type of girl. So I did get my tragus pierced. I haven't changed out the jewelry to this piercing, but that is coming up. I saw some cute jewelry during like Black Friday, so I have something coming in. Getting my tragus pierced was actually a Mother's Day present, so I'm really excited about that. I don't know, I feel like I've just been super adventurous 2025. Getting piercings, horseback riding, just getting out of my comfort zone, because I was in therapy. I haven't really explored like all the things that I want. I got married at like 19, so we did celebrate our 11th year of marriage, so that is a journey in itself. If you're married, then you know that being married is not for the weak. There's going to be some times where you like each other, where you don't, and there's just up and down, but at the end of the day you still have to choose each other if you want it to work. I'm just going to refresh the face using this Thayers mist. But being married that young, I feel like I really didn't get to explore the things that make me happy or that I want to do. I kind of just got sucked up into being a wife and a mother. So with therapy, I really realized like I haven't really done anything. I haven't really lived life to its fullest extent. So I feel like that was my main goal for 2025. Just coming out of like a depression, you know, that was like the hardest thing. So, and just like grief from losing my Pomeranian. So I feel like the last couple years have been rough, but I'm slowly getting back to myself, and that's really just been nice. I've also been trying to set boundaries with myself and being okay with saying no. Okay, I found myself being very much a people pleaser and wanting to just do things whether it was an inconvenience to me or not. I would just say yes to a bunch of things and like stress about how to make things happen. So being able to actually say no for once, even though it hurt me and I knew that I was like disappointing people because they're used to me saying yes, I felt so much better saying no. So that was also an accomplishment for 2025. I'm just taking a brighter concealer and adding that on the inner corner right here. In 2025, I actually won a giveaway. How lucky is that? I feel like sometimes when my back is against the wall and I really wonder like where I'm supposed to be, like I get these signs, and I was able to win a giveaway, and it was a fragrance giveaway at that. So I won a sniff fragrance from Miss Kendall Alfred. It was the scent Cocoa Shimmy, and she put a little extra goodies in there. And one of those is the DANESSA MYRICKS Blurring Balm powder and a couple lippies that she put in there, and mascara. It was a really cute giveaway box, and I sometimes just do them, but I don't actually expect to win. So for me to win, I was like, the stars were aligned, you know? Also in 2025, I got on my first PR list, and that was with Pink Honey, and I thought that was really cool. It's been nice being able to receive some of their new launches. Now they are in the UK, so I kind of get the launches later than everyone since I'm in the US, and then of course with all the tariffs and things like that, I didn't expect that I would still get PR, but I did, and I'm really lucky and just grateful. It's nice to be seen by brands, you know, being an up-and-coming YouTuber or content creator. I really do enjoy their brand, their products and things, so it's been really nice. I actually got a Thayers gift box, which was really nice. So that's why I have some of these Thayer products, because I did a video doing the viral Shelby Ann base routine. They reached out and sent me some of their goodies, so that was actually really nice as well. And speaking of Miss Shelby Ann, I finally got my hands on the Blurfection powder. Originally it was only available at Target, but then Ulta finally got it, but it was out of stock for a while. So I just recently got this during the holiday season, and this is the L'Oreal Blurfection, and I believe, yep, this is in the translucent shade, and we are gonna set underneath the eyes, and that is definitely translucent. There's no added brightness, and it is actually really blurring, really nice. In 2025, I changed my hair color for the first time in 8 years. But I do like that it's brown. It's just a little bit lighter, and I feel just like more myself, because I don't know, dark hair on me just seems so depressing, and it just doesn't seem like me. I'm very much like a bubbly personality, and I feel like my hair was just dragging me down and I was just ready for a change. For bronzer, I'm taking this one from the Sephora collection, and I'm just going to use that to set the cream bronzer. I will say 2025, I was definitely in my movie era, so I feel like I went to the movies quite a lot, and I'm normally not a movie girl. I saw the Demon Slayer movie. I believe we saw the Minecraft movie as well. Honestly, I'm not even really sure what movies we saw, but I know it was more than what we used to see. We usually maybe see a movie once a year. I did see the new SpongeBob movie, so that was at the end of 2025, and that, I don't know if I would categorize that as a kids movie. It was kind of inappropriate. I really wasn't expecting like it to be kind of inappropriate for SpongeBob, but it kind of was. But it was lots of booty cheeks, and that's as much as I'm gonna say about that. My daughter did get to go see Disney on Ice for 2025, so that was pretty cool. I've never got to see Disney on Ice before, and they were not playing. It was definitely cold, and that was all thanks to one of her uncles hooking us up with free tickets. For blush, I'm gonna be using this Huda Beauty blush filter. This is the baby pink one, so I'm really excited to use this. Focus on this lighter pink right here first. And that is barely showing up, okay? That is barely showing up, so we're gonna have to use another color because it's giving very much ash, which I'm not opposed to, but I think I just need a little bit more color. I'm just gonna mix all three of the blush shades, and this is the shade that you get when you mix them all. And oh yeah, that's definitely more pigmented. I'm gonna take a little bit of that lighter blush and just connect it into the crease, because I feel like that pink shade from the palette just wasn't as pigmented. It was giving dusty, so I feel like this is just marrying the blush all together. For 2025, I got a surprise birthday party. I would have never thought to ever have a surprise birthday party. That was just never something I ever expected or wanted, but Bay came through and surprised me for my 31st birthday. I felt really happy, and to just see all my friends and family there that showed up, people that literally drove 2.5 hours just to come celebrate the day with me, people flying in. My bio dad did fly in for my birthday, and he lives in Georgia, so that's just really amazing to see, you know, that if people wanted to, they would put the effort in and celebrate you. And that's what this life is about. It's about celebrating those that you love and showing up for them and making the effort. It was a good year. 2025 definitely had amazing highlights. I'm gonna finish up the face, and then we're gonna close out this video. And I'm gonna go ahead and lock everything in using the DANESSA MYRICKS Liquid Blurring Balm Powder. This is the final beat. I feel like it's giving very much Wicked. I'm actually here for it. It looks really cool. I don't think that I would have ever created a look like this, but it was just fun being able to play with these new makeup products. Overall, 2025 wasn't my best year, but there were definitely a lot of highlight moments, and I'm very proud of everything that I accomplished and proud of the highlighted moments that I was able to experience, because it's really easy to focus on the negative. But yeah, it was just really nice being able to look back on the year and see those highlight moments, because they might seem small in the moment, but it all adds up and you only have one life to live. That was my 2025 accomplishments. Tell me down in the comments what's something that you are proud of that you did, or something that happened to you in 2025, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.